ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। We are reading from the book Perfect Questions and Perfect Answers. By His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। I offer my respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They are just like desire trees who can fulfill the desires of everyone, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. He takes responsibility for all the fallen souls. That idea is also in the Bible. Jesus Christ took all the sinful reactions of the people and sacrificed his own life. That is the responsibility of a spiritual master. Because Krishna is Krishna, he is apapa viddha. He cannot be attacked by sinful reactions. But a living entity is sometimes subjected to their influence because he is so small. Big fire, small fire. If you put some big thing in a small fire, the fire itself may be extinguished. But in a big fire, whatever you put in is all right. The big fire can consume anything. So this is the prayer Srila Prabhupada has made it as part of our sadhana program, to pay obeisances, to offer our respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnavas together. So every day after Mangalarti, all the devotees who gather for Mangalarti, they pay obeisance to all the Vaishnavas by chanting this mantra. Because Vaishnavas are those who are Kripa Sindhu, who are Kalpataru, who are Patitanam Pavanebhyo, who are the deliverer of the fallen soul. Such Vaishnavas, we should offer respectful obeisances. So Prabhupada says, he takes responsibility for all the fallen souls. So a Vaishnava takes responsibility of all the fallen souls. Patitanam Pavanebhyo. When Prahlad Maharaj was asked by Narasimha Deva, please, if you want to ask any boon from me, please ask, what is your desire? Then Prahlad Maharaj says, let me suffer the sinful reactions of all the people of this world. Let me suffer alone. Let me be eternally in the hell, suffering the reactions of all the people. But let all the people be liberated. Similarly, during Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time also, there was a devotee who said that I am unable to see the suffering of these fallen souls in this material world. Let me suffer on behalf of them. Let me go to hell but let them be liberated, let them be free from sufferings. So Vaishnava is always compassionate toward every living entity, not only towards humans, but towards every living entity. And they're full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. That is the responsibility of a spiritual master, because Krishna is apapa vidha. He cannot be attacked by sinful reactions, but a living entity is sometimes subject to their influence because he is infinitesimal, he is small. So Prabhupada gives the example of putting something in small fire and big fire. If some big object, if you throw and a fire is very small, the fire gets extinguished. But if it is a big fire, you throw something in that, the fire will consume that within few minutes. Bob, Christ's suffering was of that nature? Srila Prabhupada. Bob, was Christ's suffering? Srila Prabhupada. That I have already explained. He took sinful reactions of all the people. Therefore he suffered. Bob, I see. Srila Prabhupada. He said, that is in the Bible, that he took all the sinful reactions of the people and sacrificed his life. But these Christian people have made it a law for Christ to suffer while they do all nonsense. Bob gives a short laugh. Such great fools they are. They have let Jesus Christ make a contract for taking all their sinful reactions so they can go on with all nonsense. That is their religion. Christ was so magnanimous that he took all their sins and suffered. But that does not induce them to stop all these sins. They have not come to their sense. They have not come to that sense. They have taken it very easily. Let Lord Jesus Christ suffer and we will do all nonsense. Is it not? Bob, is it so? It is so. Srila Prabhupada. They should have been ashamed. Lord Jesus Christ suffered for us, but we are continuing the sinful activities. He told everyone, thou shalt not kill. But they are indulging in killing, thinking Lord Jesus Christ will excuse us and take all the sinful reactions. This is going on. We should be very much cautious. For my sinful actions, my spiritual master will suffer. So I will not commit even a pinch of sinful activities. That is the duty of the disciple. After initiation, all sinful reaction is finished. Now, if he again commits sinful activities, his spiritual master has to suffer. A disciple should be sympathetic and consider this. For my sinful activities, my spiritual master will suffer. If the spiritual master is attacked by some disease, it is due to the sinful activities of others. Don't make many disciples. But we do it because we are preaching. Never mind, let us suffer. Still we shall accept them. Therefore, your question was, when I suffer, is it due to my past misdeeds? Was it not? That is my misdeed, that I accepted some disciples who are nonsense. That is my misdeed. Let's see how merciful is Srila Prabhupada. He knows that when he accepts disciples who are not able to follow the regulatory principles, they break the regulatory principles, they will commit sins, and because of their sins and because Srila Prabhupada has accepted them as his disciples, Srila Prabhupada has to suffer. He knows, still though he knows, he accepts them as their disciples. This is only because of the causeless mercy of a pure devotee like Srila Prabhupada. No one else can do it. Long back, Prahlad Maharaj had asked that let me suffer the reactions of all the sins of the fallen people. Long back, another devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, let me suffer. And we see in the same mood, Srila Prabhupada practically shows that how he himself suffered because of the sinful reactions of the sinful acts of his disciples. Right. Bob, this happens on occasions. Srila Prabhupada, yes, this is sure to happen because we are accepting so many men. It is the duty of the disciples to be cautious. My spiritual master has saved me. I should not put him again into suffering. When the spiritual master is in suffering, Krishna saves him. Krishna thinks, oh, he has taken so much responsibility for delivering a fallen person. So Krishna is there. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. Because the spiritual master takes the risk on account of Krishna. Bob, your suffering is not the same kind of pain. Prabhupada, no. It is not due to karma. The pain is there sometimes so that the disciples may know due to our sinful activities, our spiritual master is suffering. Right? So Srila Prabhupada makes it very clear, right? That his suffering is not because of karma. See, when most of us are born in this material world, when we take repeated births, repeatedly we die, it is all because of karma. We are bound by the reactions of our karma. But this theory of karma, this siddhanta of karma, this government of karma doesn't apply to the Supreme Lord and his associates and his pure devotees. So all of them, they come on their own, they go back on their own. When they are coming, they are pure devotees, and when they go back, they are pure devotees. It is not that Srila Prabhupada became pure devotee after some exercises, after some time. No. He was, when he was born, he was a pure devotee. Because this category of devotees, they're called as Nitya Siddha devotees, ever liberated devotees. They never come in contact with the three modes of material nature. Even if they are born as a human child, or they get married, or they have children, or they do some business. Srila Prabhupada did this, right? He was a child, he got married, he went to college, schools for education, right? He did a business of drugs, right? Business of medicines. But still, he was a pure devotee. He does not come in contact with material nature, the three modes of material. Srila Prabhupada makes it very clear here that Srila Prabhupada's suffering is not because of his karma, but sometimes Krishna gives some pain so that his disciples will come to know that because of his disciples' sinful activities, Srila Prabhupada is Bob. You look very well now, Srila Prabhupada. I am always well, in the sense that even if there is suffering, I know Krishna will protect me. But this suffering is not due to my sinful activity, Bob. But let us say when in the town I live in, I take boiled water because some of the water has disease in it. Now, why should I drink boiled water if I have been good enough not to get a disease? Then I may drink any water, and if I have been not acting properly, then I shall get disease anyway. Prabhupada. So long you are in the material world, you cannot neglect physical laws. Suppose you go to a jungle and there is a tiger. It is known that it will attack you. So why should you voluntarily go and be attacked? It is not that a devotee should take physical risk so long as he has a physical body. It is not a challenge to the physical laws. I have become a devotee, I challenge everything. That is foolishness. Why? Because not only a devotee does this, but sometimes even the Supreme Lord, he respects his own the laws of nature. Laws of nature are given by Krishna. And when he comes down to this world and he acts like a human, he also respects the laws. Right? So that is when the Lord's Leelas appear to be human-like, but they are not humanly Leelas. They are divine Leelas. They are transcendental Leelas. Though they may appear to be material sometimes. That is foolishness. Anasaktasya vishayan yatharham upayunjatah nirbandha krishna sambandhe yuktam vairagyam uchyate. This comes in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu by Srila Rupa Goswami. अनासक्तस्य विषयान् यथार्हम् उपयुञ्जतः निर्बन्धः कृष्ण संबंधे युक्तम vairagyam uchyate. What is yukta vairagya? Many people, in the name of renunciation, they give up everything. They say, I don't ride on a car, I don't touch money, right? I don't eat palatable dishes, I don't travel in flights. Like this, there will be so many things. They give up, give up. They don't wear good clothes. So, Rupa Goswami explains here what is yukta vairagya, what is true renunciation, what is real renunciation. Anasaktasya vishayan yatharhan upayunjataha. Not being attached to sense gratification and using all the things, all the objects in the service of the Supreme Lord, understanding that nirbandha Krishna sambandhe, everything has got a specific relationship with Krishna. Everything, everyone is connected to Krishna. That is why one, being detached from those things, he engages those things in the service of the Supreme Lord. That is called as Yukta Vairagya. The devotee is advised to accept the necessities of life without attachment. Without attachment. That is very important. Because mobile phone is material, we cannot just give up. Because it has got a lot of technology with which we can further the mission of Srila Prabhupada. We can expand our preaching, right? That is how it is happening. Lot of social media is being engaged in Krishna's service. That social media which is supposed to be engaged in the service of Maya is being engaged in the service of the Supreme Lord. This is called as Yukta Vairagya. But one warning is anasaktasya vishayan. You may engage the mobile phone in the service of the Lord. You may engage the social media in the service of the Supreme Lord in the preaching mission. But you should do it without any attachment. One should not become attached to high brand mobile phones, high brand clocks, watches, right? One should not get attached. Should be detached and engage them in Krishna's service. He will take boiled water, but if boiled water is not available, does it mean he will not drink water? If it is not available, he will drink ordinary water. We take Krishna Prasad, but while touring, sometimes we have to take some food in a hotel. Because one is a devotee, should he think, I will not take any foodstuffs from the hotel, I shall starve. If I starve, then I will be weak and will not be able to preach. Bob, does the devotee lose some of his individuality in that? Srila Prabhupada, no. He has full individuality for pleasing Krishna. Krishna says, you surrender unto me. So he voluntarily surrenders. It is not that he has lost his individuality. He keeps his individuality, just like Arjuna, in the beginning, he was declining to fight on account of his individuality. But when he accepted Krishna as his spiritual master, Shishyasteham Shadimam Tvam Prapannam, I'm surrendering unto you, please accept me as your disciple and instruct me in understanding what is proper and what is not proper. He became Shishya, disciple. Whatever Krishna ordered, he said yes. That doesn't mean he lost his individuality. He voluntarily accepted whatever Krishna says, I shall do it. Just like all my disciples, they have not lost their individuality, but they have surrendered their individuality. That is required. For example, suppose a man does not use sex, it does not mean he has become impotent. If he likes, he can have sex life 1,000 times, but he has voluntarily avoided it. Param drishtva nivartate. He has a higher taste. Sometimes we fast, but that does not mean we are deceased. We voluntarily fast. It does not mean that I am not hungry or cannot eat, but we voluntarily fast. Bob, does the devotee who surrenders keep his individual taste? Prabhupada, yes, in full. Bob, taste for different things? Prabhupada, Bob, does he keep his individual likes and dislikes? Srila Prabhupada, yes. He keeps everything, but he gives preference to Krishna. Suppose I like this thing, but Krishna says, no, you cannot use it. Then I shall not use it. It is for Krishna's sake. Nirbandha Krishna sambandhe yukta vairagyam uchyate. Krishna says positively, I like these things. So we have to offer to Krishna what he likes. And then we will take prasad. Krishna likes Radharani. Therefore, all the gopis, they are trying to push Radharani to Krishna. Krishna likes this gopi. All right, push her. That is Krishna consciousness. To satisfy the senses of Krishna, not to satisfy my senses. That is bhakti, right? So to satisfy the senses of Krishna is called as prema, love for Krishna. And to satisfy my senses is called as kama, or lust. Ah, Krishna likes this, I must give him this. Bob. There is some prasad, food offered to Krishna. It's offered, and then we go and eat. And different prasadams are served. Some I like, and some I find the taste not at all to my liking. Prabhupada, you should not do that. The perfection is that whatever is offered to Krishna, you should accept. That is perfection. You cannot say, I like this, I don't like this. So long as you make such discrimination, that means you have not appreciated what prasad is. A devotee, what if there is someone speaking of likes and dislikes? Say someone is preparing some prasad, Srila Prabhupada, no disliking, no liking, whatever Krishna likes, that's all right. Just see how simple it makes, right? There's nothing like, I like it, I like this kind of prasad, so I eat more, and I don't like that kind of prasad, so I don't eat. No, prasad is prasad. Whether you like it or don't like it, because Krishna has eaten it, we must eat it. That is prasad. Sometimes it so happens when the cooks prepare some food stuff, and sometimes salt is less or some masala is less, or it sounds very pale taste, right? It is offered to the Supreme Lord, because before the offering nobody can taste it, right? So what is the actual taste, whether salt is less or more or moderate, we don't know. So it is offered, and then it is served to the devotees after it becomes prasadam. The devotee cannot say, no, this is not good, that is not good, this I'll not eat, that I'll not eat. No, Krishna has eaten it. Who are we to dislike it? Right? A devotee, yes, but say someone prepares something like some prasad for Krishna, but he does not make it so good, and it is Srila Prabhupada. No. If made sincerely with devotion, then Krishna will like it, just like Vidura. Vidura was feeding Krishna bananas, but he was so absorbed in thought that he was throwing away the real banana and he was giving Krishna the skin, and Krishna was eating. Just see, because Krishna does not want banana, he wants the love of his devotees. What love you offer. If that element is missing and you offer 100 varieties of fruits to Krishna, but not with love, Krishna will not eat it. Because Krishna does not want the food stuff. He wants your love, which you have invested in making that food stuff, in preparing that to offer it to Krishna. That is what Krishna likes. It's the same example here. Vidura, he became so absorbed in seeing Krishna's beautiful face that instead of giving banana to Krishna and throwing away the peel of it, he gave the peel of the banana to Krishna and threw away the actual banana. But Krishna still ate because that was given, that was offered with love for Krishna. Krishna knew that he was giving in devotion, and Krishna can eat anything provided there is devotion. It does not matter whether it is materially tasteful or not. Similarly, a devotee also takes Krishna Prasad, whether it is materially tasteful or not. We should accept everything, a devotee. But if the devotion is not there, like in India, the Prabhupada, but if devotee says, but if the devotion is not there, like in India, Srila Prabhupada, if devotion is not there, he doesn't like any food, either tasteful or not tasteful. He does not accept it. A devotee. In India, somebody, Srila Prabhupada, oh India, India. Don't talk of India. Talk of philosophy. If there is not devotion, Krishna does not accept anything. Either in India or in your country, Lord Krishna is not obliged to accept anything costly because it is very tasty. Krishna has very many tasteful dishes in Vaikuntha. He is not hankering after your food. He accepts your devotion, bhakti. The real thing is devotion, not the food. Krishna does not accept any food of this material world. He accepts only the devotion. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktyoparitam ashnami prayatatmana. Krishna says, I eat. Right? Yesterday in Kannada class also I was speaking that when somebody asks you, you are offering foodstuff to your deities, your Krishna, does he eat? The answer is given here. Krishna himself says, when my devotee offers me with love and devotion, a leaf, a flower, a fruit, a little water, Krishna says, Ashnami, I eat. But it should be Tadaham Bhakti Upahritam. It should be offered with devotion. Bhaktya Prayachati. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will accept it. Because it has been offered to me with devotion and love, that is required. Therefore, we do not allow anyone to cook who is not a devotee. Krishna does not accept anything from the hands of a non-devotee. Why should he accept? He is not hungry. He does not require any food. He accepts only devotion, that's all. That is the main point. So one has to become a devotee, not a good cook. But if he is a devotee, then he will be a good cook also. Automatically he will become a good cook. Therefore, one has to become a devotee only, then all other good qualifications will automatically be there. And if he is a non-devotee, any good qualifications have no value. He is on the material plane, so he has no good qualification. Srila Prabhupada. And the time, Ram Sundara, 6 o'clock, Srila Prabhupada. Questions and answers are required. They are beneficial to all. Bob, I still have a question on the prasad. Srila Prabhupada. Suta Goswami says, Munayaha sadhu prishtoham bhavadbhar lokamangalam yatkritah krishna samprashno yenatma suprasidati. O sages, I have been justly questioned by you. Munayaha sadhu prashtoham. Your questions are worthy because they relate to Lord Krishna, so and so are relevant to the world welfare. Right? So this was the shloka spoken by Suta Goswami, not Shukadeva Goswami. Right? Shukadeva Goswami spoke this Bhagavatam, and in the assembly there were present Suta Goswami, who later spoke again to Shaunakadi Rishis. And that is where he mentions about Munayaha Sadhu Prashtoham Bhavadbhir Lokamangalam, because the questions which were asked by the Shaunakadi Rishis were meant for Lokamangalam, meant for the welfare of the entire world. Yat Kritaha Krishna Samprashno. When anybody does Krishna Samprashna, questions about Krishna, Yenatma Suprasidati. That soul who questions about Krishna and seeks answers, he becomes fully satisfied in his life. Yenatma Suprasidati. Krishna Samprashna, that is very good. When you discuss and hear, that is Lokamangalam, auspicious for everyone. Both the questions and the answers. I still do not understand so much about Prasad. But if you like, I'll think about it and ask you again tomorrow. Prabhupada, Prasad is always Prasad. But because we are not elevated sufficiently, therefore we do not like some Prasad. Wow, I found specifically that what I mean, that some are too spicy and it hurts my stomach. Prabhupada, well, that is also due to not appreciating. But the cook should have consideration. Krishna must be offered first class foodstuffs. So if he offers something last class, he is not performing his duty. But Krishna can accept anything if it is offered by a devotee, and a devotee can accept any prasad, even if it is spicy. Hiranyakashipu gave his son poison, and the son offered it to Krishna, and the son drank it as nectar. So even if it is spicy to others, taste, it is very palatable to the devotee. What is the question of spicy? He was offered poison, real poison, and Putana Rakshasi, she also offered Krishna poison. But Krishna is so nice that he thought, she took me as my mother. So he took the poison and delivered her. Krishna does not take the bad side. A good man does not take the bad side. He takes only the good side. Just like one of my big god brothers, he wanted to make business with my Guru Maharaj, spiritual master, but my Guru Maharaj did not take the bad side. He took the good side. He thought, he has come forward to me, he has come forward to give me some service. So the next conversation we will see in our next class. Thank you all for joining. Vishwaguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.